home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a quick grab. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. Quarterback drops back. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that 3rd down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. First down here for this offense. And the runner takes off to his right. And that stiff arm will help earn him the first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Movement here from the tight end. The linebacker shifting around now. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it with the draw play. Trucks through the defender. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
The Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. And the single back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Important second down play coming up.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Ready.
Will he score here? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Ellis. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Snides the quick throw. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Looking for a gap. It's Williams. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And they get him down after the completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Texas.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense takes the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. That's a design quarterback keeper. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
So one play moves the ball to the 38. Another first down.
Here we go.
Ball handed off. He's brought down out at the 46.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Okay.
Second down after that previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
325.
Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Takes the handoff and tests the left side.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Ready up.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Pound 55, quick there.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
On the double.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he'll lost it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Iowa offense is back out on the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. Caught over the middle. It's Ellis. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And, like, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good one.
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there. They were able to knock it loose.
The offense starts with a short field. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
He's got some room. Can he get there? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. The offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is showing up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? He's hit just before the throw. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Completion makes it 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. When they hit him just as he releases the ball, it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And here's the return. The returner is brought down. Gets a starter on the next drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here.
Tuna.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Moves. Hornet. Travel.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. Longhorns looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
4th down.
We go with a direct snap. They pick up the first down. Tackled at the 25.
Makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no-man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Hornet.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Here's a shot toward the end zone. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make us, and he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some...
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And he's back to throw again on second down. And now another deep ball here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. You come up with that interception while doing that, and that is a big-time play.
That's a bullet pass to the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Makes the catch. It's Braves. Defense shows him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Bringing pressure. He's going to take off. They chase him down. He tried to run for it, but it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot. And I think he'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Lets it go quickly. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, the quarterback had plenty of time, but ultimately just couldn't take advantage of it.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They look to throw it here on second down. Pressure is coming. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Returner looking to create better field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. He'll hand it off. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. Texas. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? The pocket breaking down. They bring the heat and get him behind the line.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Trying to extend the play. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it. But now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the Iowa offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Man, I love these big receivers. This time he's able to use his big frame to almost box out the defender on that slant route. If you've got good timing, and this is hard to stop.
Quarterback keeps the football. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Pitch throw to the right, looking for the first down. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. On the run here, lets it go. Catch made on the right side.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Running out of time in the pocket. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Longhorns. This one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. So the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to pull it down and run. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. The Hawkeyes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, how about that? Another call and another bad result for this offense. Kind of a microcosm of how this entire football game has gone. They're just trying to bleed that clock and get out of here. Nothing working at all.
Downfield shot, ball's incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Here's a serious gamble, folks. Coach going for it, backed up near his own end zone. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Receiver makes the grab. Oh, they stopped him short. What a fourth down play. Take over on downs now.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on fourth down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it, when not to. People are aggressive by nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and now look at the field position that they have.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Loses 5. Second down coming up.
Here's the second down play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And that's a solid gain for the defense, able to bring him down here. Now it's third and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. And the back now goes in motion. That's a strong stiff arm. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Texas. And the beatdown continues. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return starts from inside the 20. Gets it to the 25-yard line. And that's where they'll start the drive.
We'll take over 1st and 10.
And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. 1st down, looking to throw the football. The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, Longhorns. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Offense drops that under the field, hoping to start a drive here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play?
Good enough for a 1st down.
And he'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The pass rush closing in. And a sophomore making an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Texas 56, Iowa 3.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for his back. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loses 2. 3rd down coming up.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. That's a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And they'll kick it away here. And this will be fair caught at the 15. And the Iowa offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Pursued and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points. And here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
It's third down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
And the return brought down by the coverage team there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. They pick up 4, so second down and a 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Breaks a tackle, into the clear. Breaks into the clear, it's a sprint. Physical run, earns the first down. Just pounding away for another big gain. But you wonder if this defense is beginning to lose its will a little bit.
I think they are losing their will. You can tell by the way they're tackling. It's been a very impressive performance by this offense and by this running back. You got to believe they're just looking to add to this lead with yet another touchdown.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. They'll try the right here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give them credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the offense will take over first and 10.
Okay, so the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thankfully. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Easy.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he'll be sacked back at the 2-yard line.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to look.
It's a safety.
Well, Chris, just when it looked like it couldn't get any worse for these guys, it goes from being bad to even worse. They seemingly can't do anything right. At least they only have the rest of this quarter. Don't worry, fellas. It'll be over soon.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin.
Check, check.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survival.